But that's what happened. Just know that's what happened when you hang out with your uncle, Elroy.
He just mad because my beard longer. My beard longer.
You know why? Because he go right there to GNC and get facial cream. And he spent $125 a month for it.
What? Do you hear this nigga?
I'm not.
Man, cut the tape, bro. Cause he's on that shit. Now, like, cut the tape. I was like, I don't even know what
Stop rubbing that beard.
Starring Timothy Brown, Cool Cat, Ace Don Hasan, That Boy Ed, 252 in the building.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Timothy Raw. This is Great Apes Cafe. I'm live and direct on the airwaves. Hope y'all doing good. I got some fantastic company visitors. Tell me, before we actually start breaking down of the podcast into the episode, where y'all coming from? It's my peoples, man. Where you coming from, Chief?
Greenville, North Carolina.
Alrighty. What's your name?
Ace Don Hasan, a.k.a. the North Wind Spitter.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Who you, Chief?
Shit, you can call me Ed. I'm from Durham, North Carolina.
All right, shout out to Durham. I didn't shout you. I should shot. Where you from again?
I ain't from there. That's just where I reside.
Where you reside? Okay, well, shout out.
It's been about 10 years over there, so I fuck with them a long way like that. On the 252, Greenville, North Carolina.
All right, shout out to Greenville, each of you. Okay, what up, Kev? What it
Man, it's
do?
your boy Cool Kev, man. You know, I'm back again. With the game, man. You know, these boys out here making some good music, man. They doing nice things out here.
And I'm happy. I appreciate it. I'm humble and thankful that y'all even come out. I love when people come out and show love, man. It's my respect.
You don't know how long it's been since I've been trying to get on the show with y'all. Like, I'm talking about since before episode 1, I was supposed to be here. And it was like...
Facts.
I just got to get situated, but I'm proud of how much the show has progressed, and it's been fun watching from the outside looking in with y'all being the homies. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
it's like, look at my homies over there. Like, they ain't doing it like my homies. So.
Man, hey, shout out to your homies. Say, you on the podcast? Ain't you on another?
Yeah, I am on a podcast too. It's called the 252 Let Out Show. We do it on Twitch every Monday live. So you can comment and kick it with us in the comments. Shout out to my man's Dot. Shout out to my man's Commando Love.
One day, we need to come on and do a collaboration with podcasters. You know what I mean?
Most definitely. That
talk
shit
about a very, very hard topic that I figure that most people don't want to talk about. You know what I mean? Like that's where it really come down to, man. It's all about creating that conglomerate. You know what I mean? That's really what it come down to, man. I appreciate it.
And y'all the homies, so I feel like that type of hard conversation, I feel like we can get done because
it's important. Need to be done, bro.
Yeah,
it need to be done.
You got something in mind?
One of the conversations, somebody brought this up earlier. So it was a situation that occurred, and I won't go into details.
Okay.
And you know who you are. But it was a situation that occurred where old friends or acquaintances, they came over to my house, and they end up, I'm trying to make sure I don't give out too much information. I gotta make sure but they came over to my house, and the person who brought them over to the house was lied to, right? But I've seen the person, and you know who you are. They lied and say they're from Canada. Bitch, you're not from Canada. But anyway, what I'm getting at is, I played it off too. I act like, hey, she from Canada. I ain't gonna say nothing. And make the long story short, they was just lying. So, but for some reason, I wasn't really mad at her, but everybody else was. So the topic I'm gonna highlight is, do you get mad when people actually do lie to you? Especially if you understand the justified reasons for that. I mean, like, what you think, Kev? How you feel about that?
Man, I just feel like, after you realize, like, certain people have certain situations in life, you understand the them lying, but I just really don't like being lied to. You know, I'm a straightforward guy, man. I feel like I don't have to lie. Like I'm grown.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know about anybody else, man. You know,
Right. That makes sense.
I'm grown, man.
You know what? I mean, the thing is, I feel like it's always a justified reason. I don't like to be lied to. But if somebody's protecting somebody where you actually have to lie, like shout out to my people who don't snitch, you know what I mean? Or rather, shout out to people who is not alienating other people, you know. Like you gotta make sure you just figure justified reason. Like in her situation, and of course I won't go into detail. In her situation, she lied for a defense mechanism.
Right.
She didn't feel like she was comfortable enough to tell you that she's from around here. Or tell anybody that she's from around here. In fact, she said she's from Canada. So I asked, I said, okay. What part of Canada you from? Of course, the cliche is the first thing you think is Quebec. So she said Quebec. And I said, hey, shout out to Vancouver. I got some family in Vancouver, Canada. She say, she's like, wait a minute. I said, so what part of Quebec are you from? You know, because in Canada, they got provinces, but they're still like, you know, we zooming in the map. You know what I mean? You got the Earth. You got to zoom in North American continent. Let's zoom in a little more. Hey, Canada. Let's zoom in Quebec. Okay, let's zoom in more. Where you at in Quebec? Yeah. She said, Tim, why you want to know? Like, why?
Like she said, mind your business.
Yeah.
She got defense.
Yeah, and see, I just already knew she wasn't from Canada. Mm-hmm. So what I'm getting at is sometimes you got to, what you think about this, like her situation, bro?
Well, first off, I would like what Kev said, like, I love saying this term too. I'm a grown ass man, so
yeah, we grown,
you know, I don't even like. It came to the point where I don't even lie to my parents, no matter how bad the situation is. So if I'm not gonna lie to them, I'm just not gonna lie. But to add on to what you were saying, and especially with you bringing this topic up, no, you didn't say names. You told the truth about the situation, but you don't have to lie. But there's a certain way to go about things where you keep a confidentiality to whatever topic you have to that may be the reason why you feel like you have to lie, because you want to keep certain things confidential. But there's a way to go about doing that without lying, you know.
I could have easily just said, hey, somebody asks you where you from, and I want them to know. For me, I'd be like, it's none of your fucking business. Like, you know, like, you know.
Cut it short.
Hey, I mean, hey, but, you know, maybe you'll find out later. Some shit like that. But, you know, shout out to my females, friends, everybody. I don't care female, alien. Shout out to people who do know how to communicate without actually having to lie. Just like I did. I didn't say any names. But if they see this episode, you know who you are. And that's the funny thing. That's the funny thing. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to throw, I am throwing a little bit of shade.
But I ain't gonna lie though. When I was younger, boy, I used to lie a lot, boy.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Cause you scared. Like,
man, I used to
like, nah, for real though. It's like, why you lie? Because you're scared of the truth, or you're.
I only lie one time, Tim. The school say you got suspended, Tim. No, I didn't, mommy. I'm going to school. You lie to me. I'm gonna tear your ass up, and I get ass whooping. Look, and no, it wasn't no. I mean, I was bad. I was a Cedar Chucky. I wasn't necessarily being. I wasn't. It wasn't no sense like a child engagement or something like that. I just got that belt, and my mom whooped my ass for lying. And so sometimes he ate that whole sushi messed up. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? And anyway, let me go ahead and switch subjects. Just always remember, if you're gonna lie, justify it. If you gotta protect somebody else, do it.
Ooh,
you know what I mean? That's a real justified reason to actually lie. Like, I'm just saying, you know, like what? I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to DJ Barbarian. This man that made another one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I told my man's kid that punch got a little twang to
hold on, I'm sorry, man. Hold on. I gotta give a shout out to Barbarian.
Hey, look, cheers, yo, cups up, boy. Cheers, boy.
Fuck y'all.
Boy, I ain't gonna lie.
Don't ask what's in it, but
it's the unknown. I'm gonna say this though. I taught him everything I know. You know what I mean? Shout out when it comes to the mixology. You know what I mean? You know, I put them on. You know what I mean? You don't need to know. You know what I mean? I put them on. Well, I put them on. But anyway, let's go ahead and switch subjects. I'm gonna cover a situation that occurred. I'm looking at my phone right now. But the situation I want to talk about is troubling. So I read in a news article, and I can't find it on my phone, but I read in a news article that a woman, and this is random, I know it's off subject, or wait, switching the subject 360, right? She killed her children, drowned her children.
Hold on, what?
And you might have to fact check me. She killed her children because in her mind, she said that she has to protect her kids from her husband. Now, I'm a parent, and apparently something's fucking wrong. Like
That's some
like,
anime shit right there. Like, that's some weird shit.
like that's some other. I understand, and I'm not knocking
What was
people.
that?
That's the ultimate way of protecting her child is to kill him herself. So
But this is
her husband don't get to. I'm gonna
that's
just do
crazy.
it. I told you.
It would be more
Lifetime
retrofitting to kill the husband in.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I'm just saying, like, I'm a parent. I could never even imagine.
Well, what color was these people?
I won't, before I highlight the demographic, I will state that, before I highlight the demographic, I will state that she had mental issues. You know, she fought this. What make it even more sadder, bro, is her the baby daddy or the husband went to court saying that, you know, my wife has issues. She has mental instability and she's basically not fit to be a mother. She pleaded to the court. The court said no because, of course, it's so cliche to put the children with the mother. And then less than 72 hours, or maybe more than that, I don't know. Wow. But in a short amount of time from him making that file, she turns around and killed her precious children. And when I'm talking about this,
Oh, that was some get back.
How was that saving
That was
your
get
kid?
back. That was fucked up.
like
How
I'm
was that
just,
saving the kid?
what I want to highlight is, I want to talk about why. Why do you think she did that, first of all, before I even go in what I want to talk about? Like, why do you think, what's going on for her to cause her, a woman, a mother, to kill their children? Now, I get it when you think about depression and postpartum depression, that shit is serious. But if you kill,
I can't even answer that.
How do you know what I mean?
Like, first of all, I'm not a woman. Second of all, I feel like a psychologist would better.
A psychologist will better.
Because somebody that studies, not studies,
so
but
this is
studies human behavior.
Well, okay,
And-
so this is what, let me reinitiate a different question then. How should society view or the judicial system treat situations that occur when a man plead to the courts, plead to the cops, plead to the lawyers that my wife or my girlfriend is incapable of being a parent, and then she turns around, because, you know, everybody's like, oh, the children got to be with the mother. You know what I mean? There's men out there who is actually holding it down. They go to work, they may have a babysitter, and they make sure they utilize their time correctly in being the father that they have to be. And that's what he was trying to do.
Shouts out to my boy RJ Banks.
He was trying to be the father that he could be, and he literally plead to the courts, utilize that 14th Amendment of being a citizen, right, of the United States of America, and turned around, and you find out, like, I can't imagine I call, hey, your children's dead. After you've seen the warnings. You see that she may have talked to herself. You see that she may have schizophrenia. And I'm not knocking people with schizophrenic. You see that she's gone manic, which is like an episode when a person loses their mind and they go out, you know. You see all of these things happening. And the question I want to say is, do you think society, the judicial system should change their point of view when a man say that the woman is not fit to actually be doing her motherly job? Because when you go to a court, and shout out to my people who actually had to go to court. When you go to court and you go through that child separation shit, which I hope I never have to go through, 9 times out of 10, they want to stick the children with the mother.
Yeah.
But sometimes the mother is unfit to actually be a mother.
You know
what
that
I mean?
system really, like, I don't have any children, but what I've observed from, you know, my friends and stuff that have been in those situations where them and the mother don't have a great relationship, I have seen how the system has been harder for males, even if they are like some great guys.
I do want to follow up on that. I feel like what you're saying is right because the mother carried the child. You know what I'm saying? The mother go through
Mm-hmm.
the emotions, the gaining weight. I'm carrying this baby. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So,
Microphone check.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Sorry.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was
Look,
getting right.
hey, I do want to say one thing.
Okay.
It's gonna be funny. You talking about they carry them, but we carry them in our nutsack our whole life.
Right. You right. You right.
So
Hold
you
on,
can't compare that.
I
with
gotta-
We
that.
both carrying.
Okay, so now that we're on that subject, now that she's opened that door, that Pandora's box. Let's.
He said,
I mean,
that egg ain't
now
nothing
y'all
with
open
my-
up that
Yeah,
Pandora.
we
You
hold
open
that
up this
our
Pandora
whole-
box.
He said, hold up, you need me too now.
So what do you
All
think?
right, now.
Do you agree with abortion then? Because the woman,
Nah.
some females say it's my body. So what gives you the right to tell them what do you do with my body? What you think about that?
I mean, I'm not agreeing with it.
You're still not agreeing with it. But let me ask you this question. So you may not agree with it, but it should be totally up to who?
The woman.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some men don't agree with that. They're like, nah, that's part of mine.
Like at the end of the day, that's her body. You know what I'm
Some
saying?
people be like,
even though that's y'all child, that's her body.
right. So people
And,
would say, I disagree with you because my part of my DNA is in there and da 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 da.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this question.
You gotta take your emotions out of that, bro.
Let me ask y'all this question.
I know
though.
I'd be hurt if I wanted that baby. But
Right.
I still gotta respect that at the end of the day, like you said, whose choice is at the ultimate choice, and it's her choice.
Right.
Yeah.
And can you imagine, like, we trying to tell what women should do or need to do, right? But can you imagine if a woman say, well, you don't need to be having an ejaculatory situation. You don't need to be busting guts and then relieving yourself,
You might as well
masturbating. You know who you are, you nasty people. What I'm getting at is, and I'm going to switch subjects a little bit because I have a young audience in the background. But what I'm getting at is, you can't tell, like, people always want to tell somebody what to do. And y'all still didn't answer the question. Well, you did. What do you think about that situation with that woman killing somebody, her kids like that?
I mean,
like, how do you even, I don't even know what to say. That is a hard topic, ain't it?
this is like,
That's a hard topic because I forgot her name.
this is deep, man. You know, when
That
you
is
think
deep.
about the system, all right, we know that the system is not always, in the right. So
right.
it's hard to kind of give a direct answer because I mean, if they was doing their job correctly and things was going, as supposed to, then maybe I could give a clear answer. But
That is a hard topic.
I mean, I just don't get. at the end of the day, I don't get it. I don't get it, man.
I mean, it's sad, man. I just wish.
It's like
I wish that America. When you look at the mindset of mental behavior, like, yo, America is the worst country on the bottom of the list when it comes to the program of helping people or the system of helping people who have mental illness. If she had the right mental treatment, I don't think she would have killed her children. Because she literally said, she's crying, I killed my children to protect them from their father. But she's crying in the way she was doing it. I had the question, is you crying because you're guilty? Or are you crying because you're having a sense of some form of mania and she need mental help? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's sad, man. Let me go ahead and switch subjects, man.
yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, it's sad, yo.
that shit's sad, man. Yeah. So shout out to my homeboy Mitch, OP of Take Up Peru. He tried to do his little thing on the the crawfish boil, right? But my homeboy didn't put too much he didn't really put the seasoning on. You know what I mean? He used a little bit of Zatarez. You know what I mean? And I'm like,
Hey, we appreciate you, Mitch.
Yes,
The little
sir.
bottle, I said, you put some seasoning in it. He said, yeah. He showed me the little bottle, and I didn't say nothing. I was like, I'm gonna tell you why I didn't say nothing. Because remember, I told you this is my first time, right?
Yeah.
So if it's my first, I ain't no dummy, but like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, you know, I put it on my little close friends, and my homie was like, "Nah, no, the white boys in Louisiana, they be knowing what they be doing. No, don't sleep." I said, "All right, I'm not gonna judge." But at the
White
same
boys
time,
from Louisiana.
That
Shout out
is
to
not-
Louisiana.
he said that. Hey, he said that white boy won't from Louisiana. Oh, Mitch.
That is not.
My
Hey,
nigga,
he's still cool in my books though.
my
Yeah,
homeboy
man.
from
My
New Jersey.
books,
My homeboy from New Jersey, bro. Hey, shout out to Jersey. We love you. Look, Mitch, next time put more seasoning on your damn boy.
Look, you got all shades of African American here. We
All
need
shades.
that.
And next time, put some seasonings. You know, cut up the sausages. You know what I mean? A little bit more finer.
No whole garlics.
Don't ever in your life. Make sure you hear me. Hold on. Don't show ass ever in your life. Put a whole garlic clove. I mean, a whole bud and everything. Man,
What kind of sauce is that right there?
what's that? That's that the mayonnaise sauce.
It ain't that white sauce. That's that yellow sauce.
That's that young sauce.
Orange sauce.
That yum yum sauce.
Yeah, yum.
Mitch, I love you. I had to do it. I'm sorry. Look, so my homeboy Kev took in your pot of boil. He threw it in a pot, right? He had a little seasoning, a little pepper, a little sazon, a little garlic, onion,
Sazon, nigga.
sazon. You know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Zizon.
And actually, like, I'm not really even a lover of shrimp like that. You know what I mean? Shout out to people, you know. But I don't even need, you know, like.
That boy got Nemo on that.
I mean, like, you know what I
It's
mean?
Nemo
Like,
on that sushi.
I mean, like, yeah.
Nah,
Mitch,
hey.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not, Mitch, come back when you make that boil. Not the boil, but that broil, that beef. Yeah, hit me up on that, bro.
You know, that just reminded me of the one time I feel the most disrespected.
What you mean?
Because he recooked his food, you know what I'm saying? Because he said, nah, that's not good
Hey,
enough.
Mitch, we still love you.
I gotta tell y'all the one time I feel like, because that's like, damn, that is kind of fucked up. But it's like, nah, it's some real nigga shit though at the same time. So
He trying to justify it.
when I was younger, right, I couldn't roll the way, you know, I kind of can roll now, but when I was younger, I couldn't roll like
He was
that.
trash.
One of the big homies, he unraveled my blizzy and rolled it back in front of me and talked shit while he was doing it. I said, damn, that's disrespectful. But
So-
at the same time, it made me not want to roll a bad blunt again. So, Mitch,
No. So you went on YouTube and know how to roll it, right?
nah, this was...
Not
Nah, he
YouTube.
trying to give a.
I know. I'm fucking with you.
Nah, I ain't do all that. I can roll, man.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I'm still eating this food. So next topic, what y'all? Before I even bring up something I'm going to talk about. What y'all want to talk about? Freedom of speech, freedom of thought. What you want to talk about? The fact that marijuana. Let's talk about marijuana. You a pothead, ain't you? You ain't a pothead? Okay. The incrimination evidence right there on the hat. You know what I mean?
That boy got the bait.
Aaron, and you got to edit that part out. Edit that part out. I said, hey, look. Hey, Aaron. I said, bro. I said, you don't smoke. He got the whole doobie right here.
Look, it's 2021. You could go to the gas station and you can get some stuff that look like weed.
Oh, so that's
that-
the dude
so
look
that's
like that's
medical.
that's what you got. You got it from a gas station. Look like that.
Okay.
Okay,
How y'all say it?
okay.
That's
But
nah.
then you
they
can
don't
keep
say
that
it
part
like,
there. You can keep that
They
there.
say, huh.
Ooh, he had me sweating. I'm like, he got
Nah,
that on the show. You know,
See, that's why
self-incrimination.
I had to
is
get- that's how
bad.
I had to get the vape because I heard y'all wouldn't let me smoke on this show.
Nah, I can't.
I
bro.
told you, like, when
I got-
on my bucket list, I want to smoke a blizzy in a session with Aaron because I know it's something that's been done way back in the land before times. But, like, I feel like that guy if I was, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, dang.
Like, you get to walk over and be
Yeah,
like,
like-
here you go.
And like, yo, you
So wait a
gonna-
minute. When I know you working on a project, So shout out, you artist, right? You're artist.
Yeah.
When's your next project coming out, bro? What's popping?
Well, I actually don't have a date on it.
That's that bullshit.
Yeah, I know. But no, I feel like this time I'm like real focused on the craft aspect of making sure it's finished before
you actually.
Cause in the past I would put a release date and then would release it and rush it and not be satisfied. Now I know I'm not gonna get everything like perfect, but I could at least be satisfied with what I'm putting out there. Like, I just want to be proud of it. And the shit we did this weekend, I can honestly say I'm proud of it. Like, y'all some of my favorite people to link up with.
I appreciate it, man.
Y'all be bringing that out of me, man.
I ain't really do nothing. I was just there. It's really just the producer. Shout out to DJ Barbarian. He went in the studio. He done chefed it up like how he chefed them steaks. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. And I told my man's a story of how
Oh, hey.
He did the steaks.
Steaks was busting, man.
Them steaks. Look, I got
we gotta get this man.
Hey, we gotta put some respect on that name. Put some respect on that name.
Kel, you won't even hear. We had some steaks for breakfast too.
Oh, see, that's fucked up.
Look, where you at?
With the eggs.
You done dip, you know what I mean?
With the eggs.
Oh,
and then, hold up, we're going to bring up Mitch again, because Mitch, you ain't leave me no eggs, bro. I came back thinking I was going to have some steaks and eggs. I just had steak. I said,
shout out,
it's
Mitch,
a sausage.
It's all love, bro, man. It's all love. That shit funny. Mitch, my guy, yo.
Yeah, Mitch cool, man. Mitch, man.
I'm letting you know. I'm letting you know I'm talking shit because I love you. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, it's all love. He gonna see this like, Tim, you really talk shit, dude? Dude, you fucking up my swagger. Anyway. So when you finish these projects, so give me an estimate on when your project is coming out.
This year.
I said the same thing last year.
Hey, nah. So you real good at asking people questions. Let me ask you a question, because I've been waiting on some music from y'all since the podcast started. Way back when Aaron would put with Sensei Jackson, you know, in a little scroll. If y'all can see the scroll, it'd be like dropping soon. Man, the podcast been on for a minute and y'all still ain't dropped no album. And I asked Aaron about it the other day. He said he waiting on you. So what's up?
I'm gonna tell you three things.
Mm-hmm.
One, it's Aaron's fault. That's my producer, my engineer.
Yeah, see, look, I should have said
that's my producer, my engineer. You know what I mean? My mixer, and he does my mastering too. I can't really get mad at him because he's also my videography and my editor. Right? That's a lot.
It's a lot to do.
It's a lot to do.
We in the same boat.
That's two. I'm working on 2 projects at the same time. I'm almost finished with one, but I'm catching up the other one, and that's 31 songs. For one project, I want to drop a song every day for a month. That's what I want to do. Like, I want to just
one song, and it's gonna last the whole month.
Every day, a song every day for 31 days. That's 2. And the last one, 3. To be honest, Aaron would probably say, Aaron looking at that camera like, nigga, you go ahead and say something wrong. I might delete all your shit. You know, I can
shout out to Barbarian again.
Nah, I'll fuck with you. Well, I'm getting at is the third and final one. Honestly, is I would pick an instrumental, write the dopest shit to it, but I'm indecisive.
Ooh, okay. I got a project like that too.
31 songs. I'm only up to 18. Only up to 18.
That's still a lot. That's still more than the average album.
So yeah. So my goal is to have this project finished before the end of this year. You know what I mean? So, but hey, look, I ain't mad. You know.
And you just reminded me. Another project I want to do this year. I got a. Are you familiar with my Northwest Spitter project?
Yeah, I'm familiar. Yeah, I'm familiar.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like Lil Wayne started that type of shit to me.
Right.
But I think it's time for part 2. Like that beatbox beat go crazy. Like
beatbox. Oh yeah.
That What's Next by Drake. That beat go crazy and stuff like that. It makes me think it's time to make another Northwest Spitter tape. Cause I got to get back to having fun with music, you know.
I mean, like the project me and Aaron about to work on, like Cause I'm literally working like on 2 projects at the same time, and then while doing a podcast, right? But me and Aaron working on. I normally don't like doing like if you do like a part 1, part 2, or like if you have like trilogy or something. I really don't like that. But
Yeah.
that banging on your edge, not banging on your edge drums. Not Cloak and Dagger. What's that shit called?
Tropicana, something like that.
Huh? Killers with Attitude, KWA. He wanted to do KWA 2. And I told Aaron the only way I do KWA 2 is if we drop 2 videos from KWA 1. And Aaron looked at me like, nigga, what the fuck? That ain't it. I said, man.
Nah, I think it is it, because it's like, y'all haven't done it before. There's
no
people that haven't
videos.
heard KWA1, so it's like, while y'all have new fans, y'all bring that to that old, and then y'all remind the old people that old. So it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's still building. But since we talking about music, I got my young homie Ed with me.
Okay, you make music? You make music?
You want to talk about your music affiliations and stuff? Like, shout them boys out? Because it's a good platform to do that, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Shout out my YGB homie.
You can speak a little bit louder, bro. Who?
Man,
I'm fuck with you. You good. You
but
good.
yeah, my young nigga Eli. His name. His goddamn rapper name, YBA Eli, stand for Young Black American. Goddamn.
Okay.
He be going crazy.
I ain't even know that.
Huh. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting this sushi. I ain't had sushi in the whole year. This coronavirus got me forgetting about sushi. Ain't that some shit?
I don't know who brought the sushi, but yo.
Hey, when did you start
You know
eating
who you
sushi? Like, who put you on a sushi? Because I'm not gonna lie, I have not ate sushi my whole life. Like, somebody put me on a sushi. So who put you on a sushi, or you just been eating it your whole life?
I actually I didn't like sushi for the longest time.
Yeah.
But what put me on sushi was the discovery of yum yum sauce. Quite.
Yum yum.
That yum yum, you know what I mean? And a little bit of wasabi. Oh. Yeah, boy. And it's some wasabi right there, boy. Ooh.
That's a lot of wasabi right now.
Oh, you gotta be careful. That's a different hot.
You know, they make wasabi with water, and it's hot. So it's like, you make it with water.
It's mustard based.
So how do you cool the hot down if it's not with water, if it's made with water?
Go ahead, take this man try to bring me back to chemistry. That's some chemistry. That's some
Asking
chemistry.
a question, man. Like,
What type of question is that? I don't know, man. I don't know. This is Great Apes Cafe. I'll be live and direct on the airways. I want you to like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Let me go ahead and switch subject. I ain't gonna lie. Yum Yum sauce put me on sushi. Sushi is actually good. Like I eat so much sushi. I really don't even need sauce. Like I just, I could just eat it. It ain't even, ain't no problem.
yeah, with the chopsticks.
Let's talk about that O.J. Simpson situation. When he made a comment on LeBron James about the shooting of Ma'Khia Bryant, R.I.P. I feel like, and I'm just making a statement. I ain't gonna answer. Like I'm gonna make a statement real quick. O.J. motherfucking Simpson is the last individual, right, that we need to hear about how somebody should treat somebody, talk about somebody when dealing with a knife. You want to know why? Well, just look back at the history what he got in trouble for. O.J. Simpson had a verdict of innocent of murdering his wife, and the weapon that was used in the murder was a knife. And now you want to tell LeBron James to be quiet and not necessarily talk about a case when it comes to somebody dealing with a knife. I'm actually, you know what? Let me retract that statement. Not LeBron, but O.J. Simpson would know. That man would know about the knife. He would know how to use a knife.
Hey,
You know what I mean? If he telling LeBron to shut up, LeBron, you probably need to shut up because he knows something that we don't.
if you beat a case, shouts out to you. You can't knock a person for beating the case. You can be mad, but you be like, hey, they beat that case.
Facts. I must say that Great Apes Cafe, we is coming out with a website soon, so just stay tuned for that. I'll make sure I try to get Aaron.
Showstoppers website.
It's the website, man.
Or you
like,
changing the topic again? I'm just asking. Or y'all Crime Stopper website, or you changing the subject?
He said Crime Stop is like I'm T.I. Like, what?
Hey.
What?
I don't know this situation you was just talking about. So can we, before we switch topics, what did LeBron say about the?
LeBron basically talked about in the message. He basically said, something about when it came to I ain't got it on my phone. Ma'Khia Bryant, and it has to do something with a knife.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go look at that up. I don't know.
I gotta look. I ain't got the whole topic, but what I'm getting at is like, but OJ shouldn't really say like.
Yeah, I got.
If he does say something, and LeBron did delete the tweet. Like, look, think about it like this.
It's like a really nigga.
Like the thing is, we look up to regular celebrities too much, and I think instead of looking up to people, expect that the people you're looking up will fail you. Look up to yourself. Be your own best friend. Be your own big brother. You know what I mean? Like, so that's how I see it on that, man. Like,
a quote that I've been thinking about a lot lately, and it only surfaced because he passed away recently. Rest in peace, DMX. But
rest in peace to DMX,
that quote when he was like, trust yourself to see people for who they really are.
Yeah.
That's what you just reminded me
If it's a
of,
snake,
like,
let it bite you. It's gonna be a snake. If
Yeah.
it's a snitch, let it snitch.
I've been thinking about that
If it's
quote
a-
a lot lately.
I don't know how he said it, but
Like
he
my man's
really
feature
said some
say.
important.
Ain't no way around it. You know that song? Ain't no way around it.
but like, man,
Gonna be a
Yeah, I
hoe
agree
gonna
with
be
that.
a hoe. My
I always-
niggas, my niggas. That's all you need to know. Ain't no way around.
I wish he was louder.
Oh, I was in my own little roar.
I see that, I
I wanted
see
y'all
that.
to continue doing your thing, but I wanted to have my moment by myself.
oh well, damn.
Nah, cause y'all was doing your thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? We live,
I
baby.
done forgot what I was about to damn say. No, but I like look, he living by like DMX. That's that code of conduct that he lived by. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Mine is always be wary of pretend gestures of admiration and hidden agendas.
Yeah.
But his is on the same premise. You know what I mean? Like, expect that everybody will do harm to you. You know what I mean? Or can potentially do harm. So that way you can't really be surprised. You know? So
I'm
I
glad
like-
you said that. So I got a question for you. Have you ever felt like somebody was just doing too much for you and it kind of rubbed you the wrong way? Like you said, pretend gestures like, all right, this person being a little too nice, or they trying to go extra hard for me, and it's like, it just the energy from it's something about it. It's like it feels very malicious. That even though they're doing like good things for you, it just feels very malicious about that.
Yeah, everybody get that vibe of energy, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So if they're doing something where you're not really vibing with that, and on a big point of view, it's like, damn, they just being helpful. But the question is why? It's no longer is it so you questioning at that point that person might have a hidden agenda.
Mm-hmm.
Why else would you help me? Is it really out the kindness of your heart? And I do that all the time with people. I had a lot of people come on my podcast and literally tell me how to run it. Tim, you shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't have no alcohol on in here. You shouldn't do,
Yeah.
And the thing is, well, Tim, we love you. Au revoir.
Well, yeah, not to
And
feel like
what you think about, but I always have it in my head, if I didn't have a podcast, would you still fuck with me? Oh, I know that's different from us because we go.
Yeah, I was about to say like I don't feel.
That's different from us because that's before the podcast.
I was about to say not to feel like a guilty dog. Like when the podcast first started, like I would hit Aaron up, like you know what I'm saying, like my point of view on stuff.
Right.
But it's like at the same time, it's like nah, y'all got it. But it's like
right. But see, you could say that statement because
He got a cast.
right? Yeah. Well, yeah, he got you in the podcast.
But nah,
That's
this
one.
was so this. Y'all podcast started before I joined the podcast,
okay.
which is another thing. Like Aaron tell you, like a while after our podcast started, I hit Aaron up. Like remember I told you I hit Aaron up, and I was like, look, bro, I'm a part of another podcast, but I don't want you to feel no type of way. Like I still support the Great Apes Cafe. It was just an opportunity that opened up for me. It's nothing personal. It's just a business thing. But it's like, bro, you still my bro,
it's
and I
all
rock
love.
with you.
It's
But
all
it's
love.
like I said, from certain situations with other people, it's like, bro, I just had to make sure my bro knew that, like, you know,
Right,
from the
right.
bottom of my heart. So yeah,
I can see I could be suspect because I could easily be like,
this little nigga right
what the
here.
fuck? Why?
Yeah.
You saw me do shit. And sometimes, you know, everybody I think should have a podcast because everybody like to talk. But what you gonna talk about, you know? When it came to that situation, for me having a podcast, I had a lot of people come up here. They say, you know, I want to join your podcast, but they don't know what that means. They're not willing to make sacrifices. I had somebody came, besides y'all came all the way from where y'all came from. I had somebody last week came all the way from Charlotte and showed up more love to me than some people who was affiliated with the podcast. You know what I mean? So, and I'm not knocking them. I'm not doing no subliminals. You know who you are, though. If you feel guilty, that means this is you I'm talking about. But at the same time, I'm not really mad because I'm just disappointed. It's a lot of people, like, life is too short to really just trying to be finessing your own friends. You know what I mean? Like, it's either you down or you not. And not everybody is really down for shit. Like,
I got a family member that tried to finesse me on them PPP loans.
You gotta talk about that. Fuck you mean. What you mean, Chief?
So
What
y'all
you
know
mean?
how to finesse work, right? You know what I'm saying? You got to give them your information, and they gonna get the money, and they gonna basically charge you for doing it for them.
Right.
But
right.
they need your information. Well, my thing about that is like, why can't you just show me how to do the process myself, and I use my own information? Well, that's how you know it's the scam. But it's like, damn, cuz you family, you gonna do this to your own blood? Like, it's like that.
Family, I had strangers treat me better than some of my family members.
Hell yeah.
I think that's
That's
why.
real. I mean,
Yeah.
like, family for me has been, and not all my family.
You
But you know who you are.
I think that's why people on the internet and social media is a big thing right now, because the fact that strangers, they're feeling that real love from strangers more than they are from the
I did
people
that
that's supposed to be
besides
real.
Besides my parents and my grandmother, even my uncle, I felt like everybody else had a hidden agenda with family. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let me go ahead, help Tim out. And just so, you know, so I could get a check. Or let me help him out. He in elementary school, I could go to the government, we get some extra food stamps. It was never out of the legitimate kindness of their heart. And some people are like, well, shit, at least they still helped out. You could have went here. I just don't want fake love. Like, I hate fake love.
Mm-hmm.
I saw when I buried my mom that people she don't even talk to come there and act like they so sorry. Like, what? Was you like, come on, you come today. I don't go to many funerals. You know, if I have to have a relationship with the dead. And it's very disrespectful, I think, to anybody, especially family members, if you come to a funeral and you actually don't really know, you don't know the victim or the person who passed. You know, it's everybody. I think what it really come down to it is everybody want to belong to something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even if that something is not even a good thing. You know, there's people who actually worship Lucifer. You know what I mean? They want to belong to something. There's people who actually like involving themselves in gang activity because their family is not really that family structure. Not knocking them. It's just the behavior of humanity, you know? So, damn, I'm over here just talking this juice, yo. Shout out to DJ Barbarian.
It got me thinking though, so shouts out to the conversation, because it got me thinking, you know.
Right. You got it, man. It be like that, man. I think everybody should just, if before you start a real relationship with anybody, friendship, you got your girlfriend, you know, you got your boyfriend, get to learn more about yourself. There's a lot of people out here, they don't even know what they want. They go on TV, they see their favorite artist, they make dope music. You don't really know that artist. You don't really know that person. We put false prophets on pedestals. Like, make yourself a prophet. Do some prophet shit for yourself. You know what I mean? Like, it's sad. It's depressing. I know I sound all horsey, you know, but it's depressing, bro. When you see people putting people who should not be on the pedestal. I mean, even some men do it. We put females on the pedestal.
Or
Think
other
about
men,
it.
no homo.
Huh?
I said, or other men that you idolize.
I said, so you said that I idolize. No, right. I know what you mean. Well, I'm getting at some, you know, it's like, oh, that's a woman. And because she may have the opposite biology, it's like, oh, you know, some people don't even know how to act around females. You know what I mean? Like,
No.
nah. Just when you really think about it on the macro point of view, we all eat and shit the same way.
You
Or
know,
at least try to, you know.
my homie, he said something that I feel holds real true when it comes to women. Women have a way of stripping the ego of men. That you know what I'm saying?
If the ego gets stripped, I think the man allowed it to.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah,
Because you can't-
because,
can you imagine
because like
having-
you said, because of why? Because he wants women. So he lowers that ego to listen to what the woman is saying because he wants the woman.
Huh. And the thing is, it's that thing, that thing, that thing, that thing. You already shout out to Lauryn Hill. But what I'm getting at is, it's a lot of, huh?
No, I'm just playing.
Nah, I ain't what's up. I mean, if I probably did, she probably cancel it. You know, Lauryn Hill boys canceling shows. I ain't throwing no shade. Just saying Lauryn Hill be canceling shows. But anyway, yeah, so just love yourself a little bit. Like, people gotta love themselves, man. I'm gonna tell you some situation at my work. And Matt, that's my manager. Shout out to Matt. I won't say his last name. I hope you ain't seen this. But I'm in a situation at my job where there's grown men old enough to be my grandfather, right? Go to my manager, say, Tim is doing this. He's doing that. He's doing that. But my manager, I already know everything what I'm doing. And everything that I'm doing still falls under the jurisdiction of legalities, or it's nothing illegal. It falls under the rules and regulations under my company. You know, I'm a certified trainer in the state of North Carolina.
You
So-
got tenure there?
I have tenure there, a little
All
bit.
right,
I have a
so-
little bit tenure, a little bit. They have more though.
Right, but all right. But each year, are you producing for this company?
Each year, sir, I move more than $150 million of product by myself. So if I'm not producing, I don't know.
Without you as an asset to this company, would they be not making as much money as they are?
It's the trucking business is very
You
lucrative.
see where I'm going?
I know. That's what you're saying. Yeah, that's what you're saying. I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna help them out. Me being a part of this company. Besides the money, it's the fact that I don't bother the management for small shit.
Mm,
I only talk strictly about business.
mhm.
If they call me, it's about business. Or if they call me on small shit, all right. But I'm not calling them complaining about another truck driver's behavior,
Right.
unless if it's a life or death situation.
And see, the
Only
point
time.
I'm getting at is you're able to get away with the shit you get away with because you're handling business.
Business. Fact. Fact.
I'm pretty sure if you wasn't handling business, like
Huh.
you wouldn't be.
I mean,
2 years strong.
I mean, it's just simple shit. Like I'm a trainer. I tell them, like, I'm like, look, they know I don't call complaining about anything. They make sure they pay me right. I get bonuses. So I'm not saying anything. Like, when I got to complain to you about another driver, that's me. That's something that I feel like me and the driver can squash. You know what I mean? Management don't need to know anything. But you got these grown men who's old enough to be my grandfather, literally asking the managers, where's that young lad at? Where is Tim? I haven't seen him in a while. Keep my name out your mouth. Close your face. You know what I mean? The old Tim will be wanting to fight somebody based on those actions. That's the old Tim. But the brand new Tim, the husband Tim, the father Tim, it's like,
Man,
It's a
I
whole
know this
different
man
situ-
for a long time. That man said the husband, the father. Y'all gotta understand. I met this man when I was barely turning legal. So for him to say the husband, the father, I'm like, God damn.
It's weird, ain't it?
Nah, man. It's not weird, man. Much respect to you, man. It's beautiful to me, man.
I
Like,
appreciate it, man.
the growth is beautiful. For real. I'm kind of envious because I haven't made it there, but at the same time, I'm not rushing. That's what all y'all folk that are there tell me not to rush it, and I understand the reason behind it. So
I can see where you're coming from. Don't rush it. Like, when it comes to relationships, and it's not easy dealing with somebody like me. Shout out to my wife. But when it comes to relationships, hey, I told myself, if a woman could be with me for almost a decade or a decade, I marry her. And my fiance, my girlfriend became my fiance, who became my wife. We was in a relationship for more than a decade.
That's
before I got
crazy.
married.
Because my last relationship, the shorty asked me, how long would you like to be with somebody before you marry them? And I told her 5 years. And that was too long for her. She said, oh, nah, buddy. That's too long.
Oh, nah, buddy.
And look, you see now we not together now. So what she do? She said
5 years ain't that bad.
she said that was too long. And we was in college then. Come on now.
I should have got married sooner. I really should have, but I didn't want to become another statistic. I already feel like I'm always a negative statistic. You know, black man and America with 3 Ks in it. You know what I mean? But yeah, you got to damn. It's hard, but ain't nothing really like no relationship is really easy. Like can you imagine being in an easy relationship?
Is Aaron asleep? Oh no.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine being in a sorry, that phone call. Can you imagine being in a relationship that's just everything's perfect? It'd be boring in a sense.
I heard that's why women they like a little, you know.
Oh yeah,
feather ruffling.
Oh yeah, I'll be ruffling up my wife's feathers all the time. I come to the damn house.
Why them dishes ain't?
Why them dishes? I ain't sexist, y'all. I ain't being misogynistic, but I do ruffle her feathers as much as she ruffle mine. You know what I mean? Like I don't want no plain relationship. You know what I mean? It's like if you was set. This is some serious stuff. Like, do you want to actually have a relationship where a woman agree with you 100%? Like, I don't want no arguing because I have a big personality. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I need you to be able to handle me, the aggression,
Is there any growth if everything is perfect? I think that's what you're getting at.
Right. There's no, because how you learn? You learn from
mistakes,
the imperfections of an imperfect relationship. I mean, especially when you have children involved. I got a son now, man.
But at least try in the motherfucking relationship. You know
right.
Like,
but it's different. It's a different age now. You know, I could go on the phone. I could go on.
Oh shit.
You know, I could go right there on POF, Plenty of Fish. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of trends on there.
Oh, I don't know.
I've heard. Not that I've heard.
What I'm getting at is
no, but
what I'm getting at, bro, is relationships ain't as serious as it is back in the day.
I think I broke it.
Like, you know what I mean? Do you agree with me on that? What you think, Chief?
I agree with you, but at the same time, it's hard for me to agree with you because
You don't agree?
No, hold on. Now hear me out. Like you know, some people have only started having relationships in their adult life. You know what I'm saying? So this is where I disagree with you because I've had relations with the opposite sex, you know, before I was an adult. So now for me, it's like not comparing my relationships from when I was a child to when I was an adult because now it's a whole different playing field, you know? You're not in your parents' house. You have your own house now. So it's...
So I could play in the field. You ain't in a parents' house. You know what I mean? You grown now.
But now you see what I'm saying, though? So it's like, yeah, relationships are different for me, but
oh, man.
I can't compare relationships from a grown person in today's age from a grown person back in the other day, you know.
Right.
Because I wasn't grown then.
Well, you know, one thing I just realized, every time I hear the word grown, I saw that Friday movie. And you remember Friday said that...
He said it's not hitting back.
You remember that dude in Friday, what's that name, Pops? Well, since you grown, don't bring your black ass back home.
Bro, I ain't got no shit on me now. So.
They talk about that vapes. Look, it's a danger to vaping. You don't got the right vapes. Get some shit. That's the next episode topic at some point. The dangers of vaping. Niggas always want that damn vape, boy.
Mama, I'm fasting right now.
You said the Bible.
Hey,
Shout out to the moms.
I'm on my 90-day fast, man. No smoking, man. No, no mingling.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like a focus thing, man. But man, this vape helping out.
Shout out to everybody associated with Great Apes Cafe. Let me just make a general statement before we start wrapping this up. I appreciate everybody who actually support and affiliate themselves, the business opportunities, the different type of relationships that we unify and establish. I appreciate all of that. And I just want to say, shout out to Mark. Mark, when you see this, you're probably somewhere on the opposite side of the earth on a ship. Be careful on that container ship. It's dangerous. I don't know where the hell you at, Mark. But, whenever you see this, bro, it's much love and respect. At some point, I need to hit up Amari. She's another affiliate podcaster, a part of the podcast. She's not in the state anymore. She's doing her own thing. Shout out to Amari. I'm going to hit you up sometime. It's all love. But, yeah, y'all be cool, you know what I mean? We still we establishing new connections, you know what I mean? My homeboy Cool Kev, he's still a prospect, you know what I mean? He gotta get some more stripes, but we gonna make sure he be top five.
I'm working my way up, man. Man, day by day, step by step.
You know what I mean? And to the people who, I'm not even mad at the people who actually severed those connections that's associated with us, because I've always been wary of pretend gestures of admiration and hidden agendas. So, anybody else got anything they want to say before I start wrapping this up?
I want to get on this topic about how social media affects families. I feel like we're trying to entertain more than we're trying to,
Power on.
That was my speakers. But you know what?
Time to go.
You know what? I agree. Especially when I see some shit where the mother is shaking her Darrienne and the child is like getting into stuff. And the mother is no longer paying attention to the child. Now, let me get off females. I also see the same situations with the father. Yeah. The father would be playing a video game. The baby be going there, literally about to mess with the plug in the wall socket. Your child about to get electrocuted. Man, family time is much more important than social media. But the reason why we go on social media, because being accepted by something is like flaring up adrenaline and endorphins in the brain. And there's an algorithm. When you flicking that finger up and you scrolling down on that Facebook page, they created the algorithm because they know your brain is going to want to keep going down. Especially if it's the sexism that's involved in there. Oh, she got a big booty. Let's see the other girl. She got that. Let's see.
I think I can say this, and I feel like I can honestly mean this. If I wasn't an artist, I probably would not be on social media.
That's true. Because I've been wanting to delete my accounts plenty of times. Mm-hmm. Only reason I didn't delete my social media accounts.
It's like, dang, I need it. Because I'm an artist.
I actually need it because I'm an artist.
I use my social media account for well, I'm gonna be 100% with y'all, man. Sometimes I put the BS out there, but most of the time it's business oriented.
But it's like, why do I put the BS up there?
I'm not trying to really be,
because I'm an artist.
Like I venture into other people's businesses on social media. Mm-hmm. I'm not on there like, oh boy, that's that fight downtown last night. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Man, look how he stole him. Oh man, nah, that's not me, bro. I'm on there like I just found some shout out to my girl Riri, Molly. You know what I'm saying? These girls, they sell like oils and sprays or whatever. So I think about getting some type of CBD oil for my mom. But I wouldn't have never encountered that if I wasn't on social media.
Right.
Viewing them showing their business.
Right. I mean, social media do have its perks.
Yeah,
I
do love that part about it too. My fault.
No, continue. I'll talk you away. You know what I mean? I was just saying social media have its perks of like just reconnecting with old relationships. Like I saw some of my old friends, they moved from New York, they in Virginia, and they in damn Maine and shit like that. So that's the good part, But whatever good thing that happens to anything in the society, there's a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
that's attached. You know, you can see a lot of bad things that happen with when an organization is created for good things, and then it falls through the trap doors and becomes something that's retrograding against the raging of the machine, or raging against that. So, but yeah, man, I think we spend too much time as a species on fucking social media and not having family time. You know, when my son actually get a little bit older, and I need to start this now, me, my wife, and my son need to sit at the table and eat dinner. Breakfast, like breakfast, lunch, dinner. Breakfast, lunch, all right. You know, brunch, okay, perhaps. Dinner, we all need to sit at the table. We all need to come together. I want to know how my son's day is. I want to know how his school going on. I want to know about his first crush. I want to know, do I need to do some discipline because he over here being in trouble in school? I just pray he ain't nothing like me. I was a bad boy. But yeah, like, you know, I want to see, you know, I want to talk to my wife. Let me communicate with my wife more.
If I have a son, I'm clowning your ass at the dinner table every night.
Tough love.
I'm talking buku cash money.
He won't. He say that, but by the time that nigga actually become a child, that motherfucker go. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to my fathers. You gonna get that father effect. You see that baby? Like, oh, that's my little. Like me, I be, oh, that's my little dookie, my little nookie. Like you get that whole, that little that Google Gaga shit. He trying to be all hard. He ain't gonna be. Ain't no daddy hard. Come on now, nah.
I'm gonna be the.
Nah.
I ain't gonna lie, but my dad was crazy, boy.
What mine is too.
My dad was crazy.
Mine tell me like, you ain't got no bitches.
Shout out to Rock Steady.
My dad tell you, talk shit to you ain't got no bitches.
Make you feel petty.
Like, oh, well, I got more hoes than you, pimp. And he better not say he got more hoes than me because I whoop your ass.
Oh, you shit on my mama.
You ain't with my mama.
Hey, word up, son.
That's facts. That's facts. Hey, yo, so, but social media, let me ask y'all a question that's braiding along from that. How does social media affect y'all? Like, do you feel like it affect you more negatively than what you think?
Is it beneficial?
Sometimes.
Or is it
non-beneficial?
Yeah.
It all depends on what you put your time in on social media, if that makes sense.
Investing your time in the right thing.
Because there's some positivity on social media and some negativity on there. And the lane is open for both. It's all on you to what you want to spend your time getting entertained by.
And this is what goes back to this. You know, you only have a limited amount of time on Earth. So while you're on Earth, utilize that time to learn some things that could be beneficial for you and your family. Do I want to watch that Netflix for 2 to 3 hours? Or do I need to just go ahead and apply to this real estate class online and use the same time I'll be on Netflix anyway, learning about how to sell houses? That's how you got to think about it that way. Like, everybody be going on fucking social media and they spend hours. I don't even think they really know how long they be on there. And I'm not knocking you, but learn a new language. Create a cookbook. You want to be a photographer? Learn about cameras. Understand that the lens sometimes is 9 times out of 10, more important than the camera. Mm-hmm. Understand about, that's just, you want to be a better cook? Go to YouTube. You can utilize that. You want to, learn about your different type of marijuana? Google. You know what I mean? Like, what I'm getting at, use your time wisely. Look, I'm so sorry. My voice, last night I was turned up crunk. Like, the voice is almost hot.
I think that was my fault.
I don't even want to talk about last night.
Hey, let's talk about last night a little bit. Just rock with Bill too much. How was last night?
Let's see. How we can break this down.
I recorded a great song last night. I smoked some good weed last night.
Yeah.
Drank some good liquor last night.
Well, that's a lot of good liquor.
Hey, everybody
I had some great sleep last night.
I know how to
And that's
sleep.
all y'all need to know.
They hanged out with their Uncle Elroy
Uncle Elroy.
Shout out to Wrightsville Beach.
Yeah, I don't know.
Blue Shark.
What's her name
I'm been drinking. I'm so sorry.
Man, hey, your liquor is fantastic. Just know that. All right.
I ain't gonna lie, it is
I'm probably
smooth.
gonna come to your store.
Hey, I gotta
wanna
come-
come buy some of that.
I gotta come there and actually, I gotta talk to her about that shark. I mean, the bottle. Let me just
The
bring this
shark.
up. Like, look at this.
It got
Look at
a
the shark.
in that mug, bro.
Blue Shark vodka, handcrafted vodka, right here in Wrightsville Beach, North Carolina. So, hey, it's lit.
I heard
Hey.
a blue dolphin, but
I'm gonna give
Blue
it an
Shark,
applause, bro. I really like it. You know
Yo,
what
it's
I'm saying?
smooth.
Fantastic.
I definitely I need to talk to him about some more bottle situation. Shout out to the person who put me on. You know who you are. Shout out to Dr. Fox. Shout out to everybody who just keep it real and is associated with me. I feel like I gotta start shouting out people who keep it 100. So, but anyway, before I start wrapping this up, anybody want to have anything else they want to say, talk about? Y'all really want to go into detail about last night? I don't think I need to go into detail about last night.
Nah.
you had to be there. You just had to be there or hear about
I'm
it.
just
But
like
not
you.
right here. You'll hear about it some other way,
Last
but-
night, what happens in Vegas, stay in Vegas.
Yeah, I think.
What happened last night, stay last night. My voice. Anyway, this is Great Apes Cafe. I want y'all to like, subscribe, share, and for the next episode, I want y'all to tune in because I'm gonna let you know something right now. It's gonna be a shocker. Deuces.
I was gonna say I just want to apologize to that girl.
Oh, wait, hold on.
I know you brought me a couple shots in the club, and I know I left when you went to the bathroom, but
Whoa.
I'm fasting.
Wait, time out. Hold on. Hey, don't cut it off. So when you say fasted, does that mean food wise, spiritually, sexual?
I mean, man,
Like,
you know, no smoking, no sexual benefits right now, man. I'm just going through it. It's more like it's more like a.
Can she get benefited?
I mean, she got benefit. I bought her a shot.
Nah. You said no sex. You said no sexual benefits. Like that's on your part, but can you benefit her sexually?
I mean,
90 days from now.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to.
yeah,
Hey, look, he 90 days from
Look,
now.
you know me.
If
You know
she
me.
wanna,
I'm gonna
like,
find a loophole.
if
Like
she wanna
like,
if she
well,
wanna
I
hang
can't
in
get
there,
pleasure,
like,
but if
I'm
she
all
want-
about the long
if she
term.
want-
Hang in there, like it's a lot of short term stuff going on. You know,
I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to people who fast
I'm
spiritually.
30, man.
I'm 30
years
to the
old,
new
man.
20, boy. 30 to the new 20, boy.
I'm 30 years old, bro.
Some money.
They the youngins, you know what I mean? They the youngins. We ain't gonna say age, though. We don't need to say age. Anyway. I threw that shade. We ain't gonna say age. We ain't gonna say no age. But that's what happened. Just know that's what happened when you hang out with your uncle, Elroy.
He just mad 'cause my beard longer. My beard longer.
You know why? Because he go right there to GNC
Oh
and
no.
get facial cream, and he spent $125 a month for it.
What?
Do you hear this nigga?
I'm not.
Man, cut the tape, bro. Cause he's on that bullshit. Man, like cut the tape. Tell us how you doing. I don't even first of all, I don't even know what
He
GNC
stopped
is.
rubbing that beard. Oh no, hell no.
I'm too cheap to spend $125 on some beer. It's
you get the beard cream for like $125 a month.
And you got to be a beard connoisseur, boy.
Hey, of course it's beard longer. That's what you're doing. Anyway, this is Great Apes Cafe. Like, subscribe, share. We love you. Deuces. This episode is done.
Thank you, because I'm ready to smoke my blunt.
Where we at?
I'm ready.
See, look, I told
It's time to
I
go
told
outside.
homeboy, man. I said you might as well jump on the episode. Tomorrow I could get hit by a bus, and you be like, damn, I could have been on that episode with Timothy Hall.
You ain't even have to say nothing. You just got a little dark skin. I can't say look pretty. You got
I
to
think
be out here look dark
alcohol
skin.
seeping in. Hey, shout out to Barbarian.
I finished my cup, so I don't want to deceive y'all. It's nothing in here.
Word, boy.